Hey, what's up, folks? It's your boy Scott, man, aka Tough Love or Raise the Bar, yada yada yada. But anyway, man, I haven't done a video in a long time. Just been on a little hiatus, doing some other stuff, trying to get some other stuff done in my life. But back to do some videos. Hopefully, gonna start doing these every week. But just some other stuff going on, man. My boy Chris sent me a video about Charleston White this morning. And I don't know if you know him, but I've kept up with him a little bit. Um, you know, uh, listened to quite a bit of what he said. And I agree with a lot of it, to be honest with you. But some things he says really make me think about this community, man. Like the black community and how the inner workings of it are just not where they need to be, to say it mildly. So this video I was watching this morning, this is not the video Chris sent me, but it is a video that I kind of just kept watching. And this one little section kind of made me think about some stuff. And it also tied into John Morant and his whole little situation. So I want you to listen to what he says, and then we'll talk about it in a second.
Man, rap music is a great form of art.
I agree.
But rappers ain't no real niggas. They some of the most bullshit niggas that coming out our hoods, nigga. It's the niggas around them keeping them niggas real. Nigga, very seldom do you find the rappers who are really real, homie, they got to come back and be real to us. They don't get to go on and be real to the world. Right. They don't let the real ones be real to the world, homie.
So that little section he's talking about, we talks about being real, right? Now this, the real niggas don't get out, and we don't get to hear the real niggas, and blah blah. And I don't know exactly what that means. Well, of course I do. And what he means by that is the real niggas that actually kill people and sell dope and yada yada yada. Those are the guys that don't make it out of the community into stardom, being a star, yada yada yada. And that just really is an issue. Because we're really, again, promoting bad behaviors. And if the black community finds out that the rappers that we look up to, quote unquote, are not out here killing people and not out here selling dope and not out here doing all this detrimental stuff to the community, then they're not considered real niggas. That, for example, is a huge problem in the black community. And again, I'm going to tie this into John Morant, but just keep listening.
Real them just getting exposed though. It was how you
them ain't the real niggas, homie. They not gonna let the real niggas in too far. The real nigga won't get to be on the big stage like Dirk now.
DP, what did I say?
Why would they be on stage? Why do we want the quote unquote real niggas out here in the world being seen, being exposed? Once again, reinforcing stereotypes. Why do we want those people around? Why do we want them people to be out? That's a question in the black community I don't understand. Why do we want real niggas to be the face of what the black community is or is not? That doesn't make sense. So if you're looking for the black community to look good in the eyes of others or just in the eyes of ourselves, how can they be out and be promoted but still have no detrimental effects to the black community and how we're seen across the world? Of course not. Of course not. But it's this kind of dumbass shit that they say that just doesn't make sense to me.
Said, nigga, it like man entertainment, they don't like that real shit. They want that play, the shit that look real. Yeah. But nigga, when you too gangster, we gotta get you up out of there. When you with that, bro, they not fucking with that.
Say, homie, them.
Why would they? Name another community. Asian, Hispanic, white, Indian, any race that you want to talk about. Who talks like this? Name another race that talks like this. That's upset and bothered by the fact that real crazy ass niggas that kill people, sell dope, fuck with underage girls, have babies all over the place. Who wants those people promoted and highlighted in their community other than black people? We do shit that no one else does. Literally, no other race on this earth does the shit that we do as a black race. But then these fools on here, and like I said, even though I agree with Charleston White a whole bunch, these kind of things he says really puts us back. It really kind of goes against what we're trying to do to move forward. When he talks about moving forward with these black community kids, which is fine, which is wonderful. He does a lot of work in the community, which is great. But then he says shit like this. So then if I'm a kid listening to Charleston White, and say I listen to one of his YouTubes. Then that man comes to me and tells me about all this other extra stuff. Which one do you pick? Which one do you pick? Which side do you pick? Do you pick this guy that's talking about real nigga shit as the niggas out here acting crazy? Or do you pick the guy saying, hey man, don't be out here doing that crazy shit? But nowhere in here do you hear them disparaging real niggas. Crazy ass niggas out here. You don't see them saying shit bad about them. But then you wonder why our community is in the situation that we're in now.
Because it's the last era of real niggas.
Talking about the 80s.
Them niggas is the last era of real niggas being able to operate in the industry, homie. That's why them niggas was that's why them niggas entered with a glass ceiling. Mm-hmm. That's why nigga Dame Dash fucked up. Cause Jay-Z, real nigga wouldn't have never been able to do what Jay-Z did to become who Jay-Z was. Mm-hmm. He wouldn't have crossed that nigga like, no, nigga.
I don't know anything about
this shit. Nigga, they hey, what's going on, man? Oh man, we having a meeting. A real nigga wouldn't have done that. Right. Mm-hmm. That's how he got that far. That pivotal move right there. Mm-hmm.
Moving out the hood.
Real niggas don't
making themselves better.
Homie, nothing wrong with that. All they get is hard time, repercussions, and consequences.
Facts.
They don't get rewards in the bright light. Nigga,
why would
real nigga get his at the funeral. He won't never get to hear it.
Again. But you promoting it. Not saying nothing bad about it. Just saying it's okay.
This Troy Ave in Texas situation, man. Like, do you feel like Troy Ave is a snitch for defending?
Now, these three grown men. Grown men. These dudes probably my age or younger, or whatever. And these dudes talking about rap beefs and snitching. Hey man, this shit, we are in trouble. We are in trouble, buddy.
Y'all for the laugh like a motherfucker.
Snitching. But now this little conversation also leads me into talking about Ja Morant. Because this man is about to make $200 million. And now he's out here acting like a nigga. Now, Ja Morant comes from a 2-parent household from a small town in South Carolina, I believe. Never was a hood kid, supposedly. But he falls into this kind of culture. He falls into trying to be this kind of culture. That even if he's not a gangster nigga, blah, 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 he has to act like it or betray it or portray it. As opposed to just being a regular old black dude with a regular job. I mean, a super job, of course. But just a regular guy. He can't be that. Because in the black community, that's not viewed as real enough. And according to these guys, that's what they talk about. And you got this guy with his hat backwards. You got this guy, Charleston White, like I said, like him. But talking about him promoting bad behaviors. And then this guy talking about snitching and yada, yada, yada. Hey man, Ja Morant's gonna fuck off a career because he's so hell-bent on being in this nigga culture that he can't get himself out or having a hard time getting himself out. And what he should do, leave them niggas alone. Look at his dad. Your dad act like a kid. Yeah, your son's rich and that's cool. But you gotta be a father figure. You can't be the nigga in the damn game with shades on and about to fight Shannon Sharp in the damn stands. Like, what kind of example is that? This man on national TV about to have a fight with another rich black man looking like two goddamn kids, two dumbass fools. But we're okay. No one says shit bad about that. I just don't understand. I don't get it. And we so hell-bent on just being niggas. But then we turn around and say, we always being judged. Nobody fuck with us. We always being racism. And yada, yada, yada. No problem. But this is why. Come on, man. You cannot do things that every other culture on earth does not do and expect to be treated like every other culture on earth. Period. You talk about these guys getting shot in the street. Ain't shooting Asians in the street. They're not really shooting Mexicans in the street. They're not shooting Indians in the street for walking down the road. None of that. They're not scared of them because they don't have this kind of culture. They don't have grown men in the Indian culture talking about you ain't no real ass Indian if you ain't out here selling dope and killing people. That's not in any other culture but ours. So you cannot expect to be treated the same, looked at the same. Your stereotypes go away. None of that happens as long as we continue to do this shit right here. This little conversations. Hey man, we're not the only ones that watch this shit. And I'm sure I'm not the only one of my race or any other race that thinks like I think. You cannot be a fuck up and have a fucked up culture with crazy ass ideals and expect to be treated fairly. It just does not happen. And I'm not condoning racism, but I understand it. I get it. Because if you weren't black, think about it. If you weren't black and you lived near a black neighborhood or you saw black people doing whatever we do, would you be racist? Would you want to be like us? Would you look up to us and go, man, that's the culture. That's the culture that needs to be duplicated and mimicked. Who wants to mimic being black? My friends say this all the time. Oh, everybody want to be black. I don't know none. I don't know any. And I don't give a shit if the girl get a fake ass and hang out with black clubs or blah, 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 blah. It don't matter. That girl don't want to be black. When Becky go home on Saturday night, Monday morning, she Becky again. Now, Becky might have been in there shaking her ass at the club on Saturday with a bunch of niggas. No problem. But when she goes to work on Monday, she back to being Becky. Well-spoken, talking right. This dude, Charleston, talk about, I don't even know who the niggas is. That's improper language. Like, that shit is crazy to me. But we do it. We do it, and we promote it. And we watch the shit on YouTube. And we on Instagram doing the same shit, having these same dumbass talks from 3 grown-ass men that are supposed to be kind of leaders in the community and still have the same ideas of a dumbass nigga on the corner in the hood. Don't make no damn sense to me. No damn sense. But this is my first video today. And I'll start getting back a little more often. But yo, man, we got issues. We got some real fucking issues, man. But anyway, until then, it's tough love, man. It's the only way to make it better. So love yourself, love your kids, love your family. But give them tough love, man. Give them the truth. All right? Holla, man. Peace.